Okay, welcome Team Remedy. We have an awesome call in store for you today. We have Kisha Rodriguez on the line. She is a new diamond coach, woohoo! And part of my upline team. So I wanted to bring her on the call today because a month ago, Kisha decided that she wanted to be a diamond coach, and 4 weeks she is now a diamond coach. So I wanted her to come on and just give you a little, background into her story and kind of what she's done. Kisha and I have known each other for 2 years now. She came to Summit in Vegas in 2014 and to check out this whole Beachbody thing and literally signed up as a coach at Summit. So I thought that's a pretty cool story. I'm going to turn it over to Kisha.
Hey, everybody. So just a little reiterating what she was saying about my backstory. So I've been a coach for 22 months, and the entire 22 months I've been an Emerald. So from week 1 of signing up, I became Emerald, and I have been consistently an Emerald. I have not hit Diamond. I've been close, but I realized changing my perception of what being a Diamond means is actually what's going to keep me this time as I've gotten closer to keeping it. So in the last 30 days, pushing events that basically got me to my destination. This is the first time in my business in the last 22 months of being a coach that I've ever been intentional and consistent with planning my strategy. My plan was to be Diamond, and in order for me to do that, I had to bring on 7 to 8 coaches. Now, that was the plan. Sounds easy, right? Yeah, no. My plan had to be intentionally thought out and more in-depth than that. I listened to a webinar featuring Brandy Botts a couple of months ago, and she said becoming an Emerald was a choice, meaning that if you want it, you need to assign 2 coaches underneath you. Control what you can control. So in her case at the time, I believe she signed her husband and she signed her sister. I kid you not, maybe a week or 2 after that, I listened to another webinar with Lindsay Mattaway, and she said something very similar. She's basically saying controlling and her brother. So for me, I was thinking, why not me, So my plan was to bring 2 coaches onto my business, onto my husband's leg, which I now control, to make him an Emerald, and I did that. And on the right leg, I had to make a coach. I had, I kid you not, 15 coaches. They're probably all inactive. And I needed an account. I needed a coach who wanted to do the business from the get. So it was either create a coach or reach down who wants it, find out a coach who wants it, and make them one. So what I've done, I did the latter. I called my mother. My mom is now coach. So with that, the takeaway that I want to give you is be intentional. You need to strategize. You need to calculate. You need to be purposeful. Know what you're wanting to do. Basically premeditate it, pre-plan it. You need to have a plan that you're going to execute. And this is the first time, again, that I have been intentional. And I didn't get my PowerPoint for you, but I don't know if you guys can see this. I wanted to show you guys what I did. I printed out the Diamond little Dream Team sheet. I actually printed out 2 of them so that you can see all the little stars and everything that I did. When I started planning my intentional master coaches that I already had, I then in pencil wrote out the people who I wanted on my dream team. People that I haven't talked to about the Beachbody business, but I thought would be excellent coaches who had compassion and, just they had the values that I wanted and values that I also have. And I started writing out their names and just adding them to my diamond paper. And then I made it a point to work from that master list. You can now see me, my head's getting chopped off. Next step was to talk to these people, create situations, create events to reach out to them, figure out what's going on in their lives, establish a relationship with them, find out what their why is, and why they hold value takeaway was basically building relationships with these people. That's important. So you're being intentional, you strategize, you know what your plans are to execute it and basically reverse engineer to get you to where you need to be. You now need to focus on the little things. And the little things for me was building relationship. I was not going to just open up my social media and be like, oh, coaches everywhere. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I needed to connect and be relatable. This is a business, yes, and we should treat it like a business. But making friends and learning about people is where the trust develops. And you came into business with, you would see that there's a connection to that person you like. They didn't make it feel like a scam that you know, that you have connection to, that you share common ground, fitness and health. They invited you, and that is what you should all be striving for, sharing something with a friend, inviting a friend to a life-changing opportunity. And in order to, you need to make friends with these people. It's not, hey, you want to go to a coach opportunity? No? Okay, great, peace out. No. It's, if they don't want to do it, find out why they don't want to do it, you know? Is it something that's not for them? Is it too time-consuming? Do they, you know, work from home? Work out. Re-invite them later with new reasons on why they should try it. And so, yeah, build relationships. Next, I would say is be consistent. You need to do it daily. You made your plan. Now you need to do something every day that's going to get you closer to that end result. I reached daily from my master list. I sent out hey girls. I reached out to people, inviting them to my free fit clubs in my garage. That way I can meet new people that I wasn't necessarily attached to socially on Facebook. People that I share passion of fitness with. I followed up with people from months ago. People that, I went back to my list and was like, oh, wow, I haven't spoken to them since January. Let me see what they're up to. See if, they're interested in working out with me, or even just going out for coffee. Just trying to figure out ways to reach out to them. I even followed up from a lot of people from my challenge groups. We run challenge groups basically every single month. And some of the people that we brought into the groups at the beginning of our Beachbody business, after 2-3 months, they kind of fall off and they do their own thing. They post how to do their own program and do their own nutrition. Well, I would follow up with these same individuals, see how they're doing, see if they wanted to do another challenge group. And I would kind of just dig deep and try to remember, were they motivating others in the challenge group? And if they were, I would then invite those same individuals to the coaching opportunity, even though it was months ago that I've reached out to them. So be consistent, constant, unchanging, steady. No matter the outcome, you just keep it going, which brings me to my next point, objections. And I'm going to tie up hearing no and how it's not a bad thing. So in my 22 months of being a coach, I had to learn not to take it personal. Sorry. When I would hear people tell me no, I used to say, thank you for your time. You have a blessed day. I'll talk to you soon. And then I would try to maybe follow up with them like 60 days later. Now I make it a point to find out why. If they didn't give me a reason, I would just say, hey, I hear you loud and clear. You're just not interested at this time. If you don't mind, telling me, why are you not interested? What is the reason? And most times, of course, they would say money situation. And so I would try to give them a personal reason, which is a great place to start if you're uncomfortable, sharing your own story. But I would share them a little bit about my journey, how love Shakeology when I was presented with it, but I felt like it was too expensive for me at the time. I wanted something and so what I personally did is I did it every other month. Now, I would explained to them how it made a difference in my life. Yes, this is my life, and this is how it worked for me. And if that was the same for them, they can do it monthly, and they can do it even every other. Know that this can work. You like it if you want it, but you did that work. We have options, and that's also a great opportunity. To someone who's already been drinking Shakeology or who's already done the programs to
Okay, I think she's permanently frozen now. So we'll wait for her to come back. But so far, I think what she was trying to say was that when people are objecting about the cost of Shakeology, there's always a way to kind of say, you know, you have options. It's not all or nothing. It's not, yes, you must be on Shakeology every single month. There's an option to do an alternating month, or there's an option to do, you know, to become a coach and, you know, get the discount and things like that. So I think another time that she cut out was when she was saying that objections aren't bad, and that she wasn't afraid to go back and make sure that she was connecting with people that she hadn't connected with in a while. So I think that's a super good point. Hey, are you back?
I'm back. I don't know what happened.
No, you're good. I was just
okay, we're still recording. Should I continue?
Yeah, no, keep going.
So sorry. Okay. So I told myself that if I don't invite them, the answer is a hard no anyway. So I had to start inviting, and when I heard no, I quickly realized early on that no is not a bad thing, and no customers in my 22 months that I had invited, and they told me no, and I kid you not, around the holidays or right before the summer or the New Year's, they came back to me telling me they are ready now. We are in a business that will always, capital always, be needed. And what I mean by that is people who work in the medical field have job security. And that's because as long as there's going to be people getting sick and hurt, we're going to need a need for medical employees to run those medical facilities. And that's the same with Beachbody. We are in the field of helping people get healthy. As long as there's fast food restaurants in every single street corner, and as long as more and more people are becoming inactive, obese, will always, capital always, be a need for health coaches. So change your mindset of hearing no to it's just a no right now. And I say this, keep inviting and reaching out to people, because when you do, this is what's going to happen. They're going to say no right now. Okay. But they're going to take no of the invite. They're going to be like, okay, well, you know, Allison invited me. I wasn't ready at the time because I'm just saying no. I'm not trying to get up at my Taco Tuesdays and my margaritas. I'm just not ready yet. But they're going to take notice. And when the time is ready, they're going to go back to, you know, Allison invited me, and I've been watching Allison. She's running Fit Club. She's always saying that, you know, she's always here. She's showing me all these recipes. You know what? I'm ready now. And guess what? I'm going to reach out to Allison. You know, so you've been invited. You weren't ready. You're now watching. You have put yourself on that map. They are now watching you because you took the initiative to invite them into your world of health. And when they are ready, they will find you. So I say, go for the no. It's going to put you on the map, and people are going to find you, and people are going to see you. So that's pretty much all I had.
Hey, thank you so much. I really want to open it up for just quick questions too, but I want also to ask you, because I know this is on their mind, because we talk about inviting all the time. We talk about going for no. We all did the 100 no challenge, you know, when we were trying to track our no's, right, and not worried about the yeses. But how many people were we inviting? So Kisha, in 4 weeks, you brought on 7 coaches, correct?
Yeah.
Which is where a lot of these people that you see their faces right now are at right now, to becoming diamonds. Christina's laughing at me because we just had this conversation. 7 coaches in 4 weeks. They want to know I know it in my mind. This is what they're thinking. What did you do to have them believe in you that coaching was something that they can believe in as well? Is she frozen? Of course she's frozen.
Okay, well, little backdrop. All the people that I have invited. Can you see me, hear me now?
Yeah.
Am I good?
Yes.
So all the coaches that I have invited have already been either my challengers. The only new person is my mom. That's the only new person. Every single person that I've added to the team has already been in my challenge groups. They've already have some type of relationship with me. So they already know me. The only difference is now I was actually inviting them. Before I invite crazy heavy people to challenge groups. I don't invite no one to coaching. And so what I was doing, I was being intentional. I was talking to them, hey, have you ever thought about, coaching? You're already being the product of the product. You're drinking the Shakeology, you're doing this. And I would honestly get their reasons. Like, why would you not? And you know what? Most of them, if not all of them, told me they've thought about it. Nobody's asked them. They didn't know how to begin or get started. It was basically the invitation. I didn't invite anybody. And so they've been thinking about it. And the moment I asked them, it was a light bulb that went off. And it could have taken anywhere from a week or even a couple of days for them to be like, I want to do this. But it was just being intentional and finally just asking them right out. Because before I was kind of just walking around the idea of it, but I would never present it. So I think that's honestly what it was just me putting it out there.
That's awesome. And that's all it takes. Have you considered being a coach? And then because you were talking about really knowing them and knowing what their objections were in the first place, you can say, well, I know this about your life and this is why coaching can work for you. So yeah. Awesome. Does anybody have let me unmute everyone. I don't know how to unmute anyway. Okay. Anyone have a question for Kisha? Nobody?
Nope. I actually had one coach who was a coach before, and she quit coaching because her coach was pushing her to basically sell challenge packs or make sure you get
and she goes again.
to just maintain our relationships and, she coming to work out with me and everything. And out of the blue, she was probably the only one out of all the coaches. She came to me and said, okay, I'm going to sign up and be a coach. And it just so happens to fall within these 4 weeks. But with that, there is so many coaches that is out for the intent of they have not learned the business. They have not found whatever their passion is and made it, put themselves in it. They are doing everything, excuse my language, half-assed. And because of that, and because of being so persistent and in a negative way, they are giving Beachbody coaches such a bad name. So I made it a point to lead with my heart. And I tell them, you know what? If Beachbody coaching is not for you, so be it. That's not going to change the way I see you. It's not going to change our friendship. That's not going to change anything, And what ended up happening is they see that I'm genuine. I'm a genuine person. Beachbody just happens to be my passion, and they go with it. People are going to sign up because of you, not because of the opportunity or the business. They're honestly going to sign up and be a coach because of who brings them in.
Yeah.
So that was just my one example for this one specific coach.
One of the most genuine person I know, and also one of the most giving. And there's something to be said about giving without expecting anything. And Kisha's one of those people. I know that's because for 2 years she's given her heart to her team and anyone who's been in the team, the downline, the cross line, the whatever. So she's helped everyone. Missy, you had your hand up. I'm unmuting you. Missy.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Sorry. Hold on. I'm getting out of the car. Sorry. I just wanted to tell you, just give Kisha a high five. I'm in the rain here. Give Kisha a high five and being on this call. And thank you, Allison, for asking her to be on this call, because you're right. Kisha's one of those people that has done so much for the overall, Warrior Train Fitness team and her own team, and being able to give her thoughts and getting 7 coaches this month in 1 month. I mean, she's just gone above and beyond. And thank you, Allison, for letting her come on here. And Kisha, high five to you, girl. That's all. I'm in the rain.
Bye. Yeah, totally. So, ladies, really what I really wanted to highlight was the fact that not only did Kisha get to be Diamond, I shouldn't say get to be Diamond. She pushed herself to Diamond in 4 weeks, but she's also, been a coach for almost 2 years. So it's not a race. And honestly, the only person you're racing is really yourself. And to know that, you said something before, Kisha, you were cutting out a little, but I got it. It was that this is a business. And if you're intentional with this business and you treat it like a business, then it will, come to fruition. And to have that, goal right in front of you and written down and being consistent in the daily behaviors that we, that we do. So, I'm so proud of you. And when I saw that pop up on Facebook, I was like, what? It was like a total surprise, right? I didn't even realize, I was like, yes, So, and I know that all of you on here can do it. Each of you have your own strength and each of you have your own why. Some might change, some might evolve. But I see, when I look around and I see like the different people, I see, Allie with Robbie and, Clara has her Max and Mason and Nina's there in her pharmacy closing up early for lunch so she can make the call. She's like, everyone get out, and Christina with your own crazy life and your Pio and all that stuff. And I don't have to say anything about that, but it just makes me realize that when I talk to you guys and then what are your goals? They are your goals. So I think that another thing that Kisha said that was important was that you're not doing this for your coach. You're not doing this for, anyone else but you. So whatever your goals are, they've got to be your goals. They've got to be for you, and they've got to be intentionally crafted to fit your life. And that's what we're talking about when we invite people to the coaching opportunity, is that it's not to make ourselves Diamond coaches. It's to make them successful in whatever they want to do with this business in their life. So if you're intentionally giving of yourself, then the people who want to be with you will come to you. And the people who say no, whether it be no, not right now, no, never, or no, I just don't connect with you, if you don't invite, like Kisha said, it's always a hard no. So, and I think that's, really important to know that if you don't ask, it's a no anyway. If you ask, there's a 50% chance that you're going to get a yes. So, but that's, I took a ton of notes, Kisha, so thank you so much. Does anyone else have a question that you're dying to ask her?
I have a question.
Go for it.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
So I have a lot of customers that I've done the initial, have you considered being a coach? Some of them have gone through our coach sneak peek, and they either just still, are kind of iffy about it, or they just stop communicating with me, even if I just do a quick follow-up, hey, what questions do you have? So what suggestions could you give for, because I have 3 or 4, challengers that are kind of in that section where now I'm kind of stuck.
Well,
that's Max.
I would stalk their page first off, because I know a lot of times there's going to be unseen conversation or unseen things that are going on in their lives. I'm ashamed to even say this, but I used to reach out to people just because it was one of those to-do things where I would invite people down my list and I would never even think about going to their page to see what's going on. And there's this one situation here, I'm inviting her into a coach opportunity in a challenge group, and her dad just died. And how inconsiderate am I? So it's one of those things that they may fall off the face of the earth because the opportunity is just not in their near future because something in their lives is going on. So that's when you just need to reach out and just be a friend, be like, you know what, I know you're not interested in the coaching opportunity, because we didn't follow, because we haven't conversated about it, or because you said no, But you know what? Just want to let you know something. I mean, just kind of push the Beachbody, opportunity away, and then just go in there and be a friend, because maybe a friend is what they need at the time. We see it as a business. We have intent behind our reasoning, but they don't see it as a business. They don't see the value in it. And that's when we just need to present the value to them, and also present the value in you with them as far as building that relationship. Okay. So yeah, I don't want you to stop trying, but maybe just stop trying right now for those specific ones that are not following back with you.
Okay. Thank you.
I also want to say, Allison was just saying that everybody has their strong points, like, what skills they have. And something that I had to do to relearn myself is write down my strong leadership skills or whatever skills I had and put it on here. And then also at the same paper, write the skills that I feel I am the super, super, super weak at. And then try to hone in on those skills, or find a success partner that has those skills that are strongly, so that now you have a balance. And that's what I did. I am nowhere near organized. I am not time. I don't have that time orientation down. I'm all over the place. But I had someone that I would talk to every morning who those were her strong points, and she kind of kept me on balance. But if you know that about yourself, then you're going to be able to, go out with what you know about you, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say.
I think that's a great idea to know, just like when I told you guys, when you guys were all my challengers, to make a list of the foods that were like worth it and not worth it for like your treat meals, you know what I mean? Like, and then you knew that like, if you're going to go eat like pizza, but that was on your not worth it list, like, I'm not going to choose that. It's the same thing. Strengths and weaknesses. Like, if you know you want to recruit, but it's on your weak list, that's the thing you have to go to, to make yourself, to push yourself through, your business. So we always tend to do what we're strong at. But sometimes our weaknesses are what we really have to do. Like, I was just talking to this lady today about yoga. I don't like yoga. I don't really necessarily love PIO. But you know what? It's something that I should do. I know, Christine, I'm sorry. It's something that I should do because it's something that I'm weak at, and it's something that would probably help my body, but I don't. You know what I mean? I'm okay. But, so it's something that, the culture of our team right now is that, we live awesome every day, right? We want other people to live awesome every day. And in order to do that, we need to make sure that they know how awesome it is to be a coach, whether it be for getting the discount, getting their Shakeology for free, offering it to other people, or running it as like a full-fledged business. We have to figure out what works for those people. And if we don't ask, it's a no. And I think that honestly, Kisha, is the number one thing I took away from what you were saying. And it's totally true. How can you know if we don't ask? It's such like an easy concept, but like, kind of like hearing it from someone else, it just like, I was like, you know what? You're right. If you don't ask, you don't know. And it's a no, all in the same thing. So thanks for that. Yeah.
Very welcome.
So anyone else? All right, so everyone, before we go and before I thank Kisha so much, can you just look into the camera, give like a happy or a peace sign or whatever. I'm going to shoot this screenshot. Are you ready? Nina, you here? Or is she frozen? Hold on, let's give Nina a second. I think she's frozen. I could see her neck. Okay. All right, ready? Let's do it. Let's do whatever you want to do. Ready? 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, cool. And Keisha stuck like that. Yeah. Keisha, thank you so much for coming and spending time with us. You're so awesome, and I can't wait for Clara and Allie and Christina to meet you at Summit, and Nina too. All 4 of these girls will be at Summit. Woohoo! And, Nina, you want to do the picture again now that you're not frozen? We did a picture. All right, ready? We'll do it one more time. Oh, is she frozen again? Nina, give me a peace sign or something. Hurry. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay. I think I got it. All right. So thank you again, Kisha. Any parting words for us?
you know what? I was just remembering that one thing I did want to add or say, which you asked me to say, is about my Beachbody Blues. I step out of the business for like 24 hours and I just get a different perspective on life. I go out and I tell myself, if I wasn't doing this business, would I still want to change people's lives? And my answer is always yes. And I just realized that this is where I'm supposed to be. But I try to do something that has nothing to do with Beachbody. I try to make it a point to do something that has nothing to do with health and fitness. And I try to bless somebody. It's all about perception and the things that you can do to put a smile on somebody's face. Smile at everybody, say hi to everybody. And my thing is I always tell everyone, God bless you, whether you know that's their thing or not. It's what I want to put on them. So it's what you put out into the world and then step back. You refilled your cup, honestly.
And it's so true. And like, you know, she says, she always tells people, God bless you if it's not your thing. Like, that's not my thing. But like, I know coming from Kisha, it's so sincere. And like, because that's who she is. And I welcome it because I know that's her. So, you know, be genuine and sincere and put out what you want back. You too, girl. So, all right. Thank you so much for coming on. And I will see you soon.
All right. You guys take care. Blessings to you all.
Bye.
Bye.